Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today, we've got a lot of stuff to go through. I've got loads of stuff to go through behind me, but first, I want to let you guys know that I'm doing a mega giveaway on this video. I'm giving away a scholarship to Seller Pro Academy ×2. All will be revealed in this video. If you're interested in this sort of stuff, make sure you're subscribed with your notifications turned on. Let's get into the video straight away. All right, so I'm gonna have to put this camera down in a second. But before we do, I want to talk to you guys. I want to talk to you guys because I need to have a serious conversation with you. Last week, I did a video, and in that video, I was giving away a whole bunch of stuff. I was giving away access to the Seller Pro Academy scholarship, not a giveaway, monetization mastery course, giving away a hydrofuel bottle, and Supplier Scripts Pro training. And that was all well and good, right? Loved the video, hope you got loads of value out of it, loads of comments, loads of likes, the engagement was incredible. And people won, right? So I chose people to win the giveaways, the scholarships, and went on Instagram the next day within 24 hours, just as I said I'd do. Went on my story, showed you who the winners were, and then nothing happened. One person then got in touch with me, which is wicked. The person wanted the monetization mastery course. Got in touch with me, I enrolled them into it. 24 hours passed, and the other 3 people didn't get in contact, and that was including the person that won the full Seller Pro scholarship, everything, absolutely everything. They didn't get in contact, so I was like, oh crap, what shall I do? Maybe people don't care. Shall I stop doing the giveaways? Oh, what shall I do? But I made an executive decision, and instead, what I'm gonna do is a rollover, and I'm gonna give away 2 on this video. Now, all you gotta do is comment down in the comments, Seller Pro Academy. That's all you have to do. Gotta like the video, smash the like button, gotta get that engagement up, guys. Gotta get the engagement up. And it will be a Wednesday when I release this video, 6 p.m. Exactly 24 hours after that, I am going to announce winners on Instagram on my story, right? So if you've got my Instagram, it's Jonny Bradley UK. So you've got 24 hours to comment on this, right? If you're watching this after 24 hours, it's been and gone, but there'll probably be another video. Well, there will be another video next week anyway. Of course, you've got to be subscribed, all that good stuff. And obviously you want to have your notifications turned on so you can actually comment on the video nice and quickly, because sometimes YouTube doesn't show you that I've uploaded a video unless you have notifications on. That's why you want to have them on. So, if you want to put yourself forward for that, okay, or the equivalent of if you're already enrolled and you win, then I'm basically going to give you your money back. I'm going to give you a grant, some money to put towards whatever you want, so just some free money. So either way, you've got nothing to lose, but I'm going to give away 2 scholarships this week. So within the next 24 hours, you need to pop onto Instagram, you need to keep an eye on my story, and I will start announcing people in 24 hours time. You then have 24 hours to get in touch with me. You've got to send me a screenshot of you logged into your YouTube account so I know it's you, so I know that your user is you, and then I will award you with your winnings. If you don't do that, you will not get your prize, just like the people did last week. So their loss, guys, is your gain. So get on it right now. Comment down below Seller Pro Academy or anything else you want to comment. I'm absolutely fine with it. But let's get into the video today, because I want to go through some really important things about why people fail at selling on Amazon. There's 4 real things where people like failure points. So I'm going to go over those, and I'm going to give you obviously the resolutions to those as well. But first, we've got some kind of new stuff, which is really, really cool. Let's go over here. First things first, what is this box? This box is got some hydrofuel bottles in it, and if you want to win a hydrofuel bottle, comment hydrofuel, I'll pick someone and I'll send one of the new blue bottles just over there. I'll send one of them out to you. Do that right now, same rules apply. So I'm sending these to America today, and I probably shouldn't show you the packing label, but I'm going to send them to a company called EcomVids, and they're a company that create viral type videos or e-commerce videos for physical products, and they do like a minute long or 2 minutes long. They also do enhanced brand content for Amazon as well for videos. Unfortunately, I'm not in the base program to put videos on my listing, so I can't do that, but I'm going to be using these guys. They're doing a video for me, and I'll start running ads on it, so it'll be really interesting to see that. I'm going to do an interview hopefully with some of the owners or whatever, and just discussing how they make their videos, how they create them, what they've got to kind of get into their videos to make them high converting on adverts. So that's really cool. Sending them off today. They should arrive Monday. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But then if we gaze over here, you guys will recognize these. You'll recognize the 10K Club Awards, right? We know what these are, right? When you make your first 10,000, but I've had something very, very special delivered. Extremely special. I'm gonna just pop this around. Let me, fuck! I wanna spin you guys around. This is the 100K Club Award. And they are damn sexy. So obviously I had one made for myself, but over here, we've got, what have we got in here? 10K Club Awards, 10K Club, 10K Club, 10K Club, they're people's names. Then we got the 100K Awards down there as well, and that is a toy and a belt for presents for someone. So if it's for you, don't look. But we've got lots of awards to give away, which is wicked. It's all good. But yeah, this is one that I just had made that I can use for demonstration purposes. So it's a brushed aluminium, just like the 10K Club Award, but it's anodized in black, which is crazy. And obviously it says 100K down the side. Again, not as weighty as the 10K Club Awards, but you can hear that it's aluminium. And on the side, it says 100K Club Award, and then it will have your name for making over £100,000 on Amazon, and then you're just one product away. All right, so these are really cool. I can't wait to give them out to more people. What I'm going to do is I've just put on order some more 10K Club Awards because they're going out like hotcakes these days. So once I get maybe a few, I've got a few of these to give out already. I've got loads of these to give out, so I'll do a little meetup for these guys, and we will probably have some drinks and just celebrate. So today I need to set you guys up on the old Tripoddington. All right, okay, so in this video I'm gonna go through some, I think 4, if we've got enough time for 4, we'll go through 4 of the reasons why people tend to do not so well selling on Amazon, or eventually they could fail, right? Fortunately, all of these things can be solved, which is pretty good. So if you get into these situations, then you should be able to rectify them to the best of your ability. But sometimes, you know, you can't polish a turd. If you've literally chosen a turd to sell, you can't polish it. So unfortunately, if you set yourself on the wrong foot completely, which does happen to some people, right? No one that would take my course, they would never do that. But some people do. They try to go it alone and they just make mistakes. Most of these things can be rectified, which is all good news. So the biggest thing where people will make mistakes is they find a product, they pick a product that has low sales volume, which means that no one's buying it. It's very simple. It's the most simple thing that could possibly happen within selling on Amazon. You pick a product that isn't selling very well, and then you expect to be making loads of money from it. It's not magic, guys. It is not magic. The key thing you have to do here, the thing you really have to do, find a product with high sales. Find a product that even if you're the 10th, you're the 15th seller on that first page, you're still going to be making money and you'll still be profitable, right? It's not a case where those sellers near the bottom, if they're only doing like £500 a month, they are making no money. They're selling nothing, right? You need to be making money. You need to be making sales. So the first thing why people really mess up is they just pick products that do not have demand. And that's very important. If you need demand to sell the product. So that's an easy one, guys. That's an easy one. That's you should never get into that position, but some people somehow they go into that position, or they get into that place where they think they can make loads of money from a product that actually no customers want to buy. So that's the first thing. Don't sell something that no one's going to buy, because you're not going to sell it. The second thing why people will fail, people will make mistakes, and they'll eventually stop selling, is that they have a low profit margin. At the end of the day, guys, we're not here to, it's not charity, right? We're here to make money. We're here to make sales and make a profit, right? So if you're doing something, you're like, oh, it's got 10% margin, do not sell that product, right? Or at least don't sell it at that margin. There's lots of things you can do to reduce your costs and increase your price. Because if you do both of those things, then you can get a good margin. But if you just try and maybe negotiate the price down, you'll be able to get it down a bit, But what you really want to be able to do is the two things put together. You want to lower your costs and you want to raise your value so you can up your price. And by doing that, the middle bit in between is your profit, right? And if you can reduce these costs and higher these costs, the percentage gets bigger, which is really, really cool. That's how you make more money, and that's how you can reinvest more into your business, and that's how you can scale it, that's how you can do really well with this sort of stuff. So the first thing is you need to be able to negotiate. Just think of it as like if you're going to a market, right? You're going to a market quite often in like other countries. In the UK, we're not used to this really. If you go to a market, you barter, right? You haggle. They'll be like, sell you some shoes, and they'll be like £300 or 300 bloody euros for these shoes. I don't know, euros. Yeah, let's go euros for these shoes. And you're like, no, I'll give you 10. And they're like, okay, 30 euros, right? The difference is huge. Obviously, that's not the same when we're dealing with manufacturers in China, but they expect you to haggle. They expect you to negotiate. So if you just take the price on face value and go, oh, that must be the price. They've said it's the best price they can do, so it must be the best price they can do, which is obviously not true. They are never going to give you the best price on the first time that you ever speak to them. That would be stupid of them. That would be incredibly bad business skills on their part, and the person that did that would be fired because it's just not the way that you run business. It's a bit of fluff. So what you have to appreciate is that they're willing to negotiate, you have to be willing to negotiate as well, and you need to negotiate, right? You need to negotiate. Not always is about price, it's sometimes you can add value to the product and negotiate how you add that value, right? Or you can negotiate little things like logo designs or having, two colors instead of one for the same price. Little things where you can make the product better, but you don't necessarily have to pay more for it. And what that does is that if you can increase the value of your product, which is the second thing, but you don't pay as much for it, then you're increasing your margin. You're essentially lowering your costs by creating more value. So that second thing is create more value. Now, sometimes that's within physical products, but quite a lot of the time you can do that within digital products. And that might be ebooks, it might be training, it might be membership things, it might be a whole bunch of stuff, right? But think about your demographic, your target audience, the people you're willing to sell to. What pain are they trying to get away from, or what pleasure are they trying to get towards? Really think about that and think about what would benefit this customer. What can I give them that is digital, that is basically zero cost, right? You might spend a little bit of money making it, but you don't have to make it every single time you sell the product. So there's very, very low cost to it. If you even have to spend £100 or even £1,000 creating this, whatever it may be, that could potentially be an income generator for years for you, right? So the cost over years, over how many units you're willing to sell for that one thing, becomes insignificant. It becomes so minimal, but you're able to charge more money. Perfect example, guys. I'm not sure if you know this, but I have these things called hydrofuel bottles. The blue ones are out now. Go and buy them, goddammit. Go and buy the blue bottles, please. But they are really nice. I do really like these. But this bottle is no different than my competitors that sell for £10. I sell it for 15 now. $14.97 I sell it for. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, right? The only thing I do differently is I have a better brand, a more desirable brand that people want to be a part of, and I have digital products. I have an ebook and I have an application, right? Those things weren't drastically expensive. The ebook was extremely cheap. I think I paid $10 for the ebook, and that's no joke. I spent about $10 on it. And I spent some money on some fruit from Sainsbury's so I could try the recipes out and picture it, right? It wasn't a lot of money, maybe £30 altogether. The app was a little bit more, but again, when you split it up amongst the thousands that I've sold, it makes absolutely no difference on the profit. Like, it's a tiny, 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 tiny difference on the profit margin because I paid that fee once, and then I'm able to recoup that money again and again and again and again and again. So don't be really short-sighted when you're trying to do this. You're investing and you're creating a company, you're investing into these products. Make them good, right? Make them useful for the customer. Available at Amazon. So those are the two things. Second reason why people fail is, or they don't do so well, they have a low profit margin. Obviously they can't spend more money on PPC, they can't reinvest loads of profits because they haven't got many profits. So reduce your costs and increase your value, okay? And by doing that, you will create a decent profit margin. Okay, so this next one is really quite common, okay? This is a very, very common one. Those other two, not as common, okay? But this next one, pretty common, and it's having bad pictures, right? What you've got to appreciate is when a customer goes on Amazon, they're not looking at your reviews. They're not looking at your description or your bullet points because they haven't even clicked on your listing yet. They need to click on your listing to see your product. If your pictures are crap, they're not going to click on your listing, right? It's just not going to happen. Some people will always be price driven, so they'll see a low price and they'll always click it. They'll see a deal and they'll be like, ooh, I'll go and click it, right? My girlfriend is a perfect example of this. She gets caught out all the time when you have those strike throughs and then it says the price. She's like, oh, 50% off. And I'm like, no, we're just tricking you. We're tricking you to get you to click the listing. However, lightning deals all over it, right? If you do lightning deals like that. So your pictures are super important. You need to spend time on your pictures. Don't just do it as like an afterthought of like, I've got my product, it's in Amazon, oh, I need pictures. And then you go and do them. Think about your images. Think about what you're trying to communicate to your customer. What's the main benefits? What's the simplest and easiest way to communicate your product's features and benefits to your customer so it doesn't confuse them, because a confused buyer is not a buyer, right? It needs to be very simple for someone to make a decision, like a buying decision. So try and make it as simple, clear and concise as possible. Right? Sometimes even it's better to be clear and concise than have beautifully designed images, right? It's nice to have both, obviously it makes sense to have both, but you'd rather have images that are clear and concise and communicate the benefits of the product rather than having beautiful pictures that don't tell the customer shit, right? Make sure that you spend time on your images. You don't necessarily have to spend money, like a huge amount of money on it, but spend time on it. Show people, show friends, show family members, and like be like, what do you think of this? Get 2 listings side by side and ask someone that doesn't know what you sell and which one your brand is and say, which one would you buy? And if they say the other person's, your competitors, you've done something wrong within your images. So you need to go back to the drawing board and you need to rejig them, you need to look at it again, okay? Pictures are a big thing. And I'm quite often giving people feedback to say, you know, that like for example, your first image, it looks a bit disjointed, like the products are too far away from each other. It needs to look as if it's professionally designed, because that's, you know, you have to put your best foot forward within your images. So pictures are a big one, and they can make a huge difference on the conversion and the success of your product. They almost make one of the biggest differences. If you have bad pictures and you have like a good product but bad pictures, and then you change your images and you start to have really good images, it can literally slingshot your product to success, because the pictures are why customers click your listing. You have to remember that people engage with your listing because of your pictures. So that's the third thing, images. Make sure that it's not an afterthought. Make sure you're putting time into it, and really like get people's opinions on your pictures, right? Get my opinion. I'll tell you straight what I think of them and how you can improve them. So third thing, pictures, images, get them right. The fourth thing, and I think where people really struggle the most, unnecessarily struggle as well, because actually once you learn what I'm about to tell you today, it actually becomes very easy, and it's reviews, right? Reviews are incredibly important. If you only have 5 reviews when you launch, it's going to be really hard to make your PPC work, right? It's going to be really hard to convert your customers because it's just not enough reviews. You need to have more. So what you need to do is, when you're thinking about launching your product, maybe you've just ordered the stock, everything you should be doing from that moment on is working on your launch, right? So you need to be hustling to get reviews. You need to be asking people, you need to be creating a little document, little notes of all these people that are going to be able to do reviews for you, and ask them, can you do a review for me? Can you do this? And ask them ahead of time, weeks ahead of time, like in a few weeks, I need you to do this. Like, can you do it? and start writing names down, start writing their phone numbers down. So when you get the chance to actually launch your product and you start getting some sales and you need to get those reviews in as well, you have a pool of people which you can go to and you can go and get reviews straight away. And that's if you haven't got a brand, that's if you haven't got an email list, that's if you haven't got anything whatsoever. That's what you need to do. When you're getting your hair cut, ask your hairdresser, right? Just be shameless about it, because you have to hustle. It means it's literally the make or break. If you have no reviews, then you're not going to make any sales. Sometimes people reach out to me and they say, oh, can you just spare some time and analyze my listings? I always try to if I can. These are non-students, right? And quite often it's always those two things, images and reviews. I'm like, how do you expect to make any money if you've got one review? It doesn't make any sense. So you have to get reviews. And you might be thinking, well, I don't have people local to me. I don't have many friends, right? I don't have many people that can do these reviews. Well, it doesn't mean you can't get them, right? Say, for example, you're selling something in the music niche, right? You're selling something in the music niche. It's an accessory of some sort. All you have to do is you go onto Facebook and you find enthusiasts within that space, right? Find out where your customers are. If your customers are hanging out on Facebook or on YouTube or wherever they are, go and find them, be part of that community, and then explain to them the product you're releasing, like DM people, go into these groups, find people that are communicating, or the people that are interacting, send them a direct message and say, hey, look, I've got this product coming out on Amazon. I'd really like if you could help me out with a review. I'll send you the product for free. Like all that sort of stuff. Of course, do it within terms of service, but we all know what's going on here, right? We all know how to work it. And you have to hustle to get reviews, because once you have reviews, this is the great thing. Once you have reviews and you have a good product and you have the pictures and the images and you're making sales, your email follow-up sequence, so the things that are reminding customers, to let you know if there's any problems, to send any ebooks to them or any additional information, and to ask for reviews. If you have all those things set up, you're going to get organic reviews and get real reviews from real customers, right? That are coming in and saying, oh my God, I love your product. It's great. I didn't think it was going to be great, but then it was great. And then I've told my friends and told my family. But you need reviews first, right? You need them first. So make sure, guys, as soon as even when you know that you're going to launch your product, right? When you're buying your stock, the only thing you need to concern yourself with is launching, right? Getting that listing completely finished, getting the images high quality, and think about how you're going to launch this product. There's many ways to do it, but if you're going down that route of just using PPC or use giveaways or whatever, you need to have reviews. You need reviews all the time. So those are the 4 things, guys. The first one was sales. People just pick products sometimes that just do not sell, right? People aren't buying them. Obviously, you're not going to make any money. That's really, really, really clear. The second thing is if you have a low profit margin, if you haven't worked out your profit correctly, you need to either negotiate the price down or increase the value of your product. And ideally, you do that before you start selling, but you can do that after you start selling as well. The third thing is images. If you don't have high converting, good, clear communicating images, you're going to struggle. So that can be done after you start selling, and that can really turn around your sales. And the last thing is your reviews. You need to make sure that you hit the ground running with reviews, hustle to get them, be a bit shameless sometimes about asking people to get reviews, because you're only going to ask them once for a long, long time, and then you won't have to bother them unless you release another product down the line. And then people are happy to do it, guys. Like you build yourself up to think that, oh, they're going to think this about me, they're going to think this about me. Just go and do it. They will admire you because you're trying to do something for yourself. You're trying to create a business. They'll admire you and they'll talk about it with their friends, right? And it's only going to help you. It's only going to help you. So guys, those are the 4 things for today. I hope you have found that valuable. Let's circle back to the competition. So if you're watching this video by now and you have not commented down below, this is your final chance, because well, if you stop watching the video, then you won't be able to comment on it. So make sure you comment Seller Pro Academy if you want to get a full scholarship to the Seller Pro Academy. I'm giving two of them, count them, 1, 2 of them away, right? After 24 hours, you've got 24 hours to comment on the video, like the video as well, share it with all your friends, family, your nan, your dog, anyone. In 24 hours time, I'm going to go on Instagram and I'm going to go, the winner is blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to use a random comment picker. We're going to pick it. I'm going to show you doing that. And then that person, you have to get in touch with me within 24 hours of me doing that So the story on Instagram lasts for 24 hours. If you don't see the story, you've missed your chance, unfortunately. You have to DM me, send me a direct message on Instagram within 24 hours to say, hey, I've won the scholarship. Here is a screenshot of me signed into my YouTube account so you know it's me. And then I need your email address as well. I will enroll you 100% for free. I'm also going to give away a hydrofuel bottle, so if you want to comment hydrofuel down below as well, I'll pick someone that says hydrofuel to win a bottle and I'll ship that to you anywhere in the world, anywhere, absolutely anywhere you live, so anyone can get involved in that. So there you go, guys. I hope you're enjoying these giveaways. Let me know just generally how you're finding these. Do you want me to continue to do them? I want to continue doing them. I actually really like doing it. It kind of gives me a lot of pleasure to see people happy, which is awesome. So if you want me to continue doing them, let me know. You don't have to let me know in the comments. You can let me know privately. But yeah, I hope you do win. And as the Hunger Games would say, may the luck be ever in your favour. So that's the video for today, guys. Hope you have a good one. Make sure you are subscribed with your notifications turned on. I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye.